check and
Hello. Yeah, yeah. अरे बट आवाज नहीं। एक सेकंड यूट्यूब लिंक खोलता हूँ, एक सेकंड।
ठीक है। हेलो चेक हेलो। हाँ हेलो चेक हेलो टेस्ट 1 2 3। ठीक है।
हेलो हेलो।
Hello. Okay.
हेलो।
Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, esteemed participants, ladies and gentlemen, I, Simra Ayman,
And I, Prajit Vaikar,
on behalf of the organizing committee of the first KSK-NALSAR International Commercial Law Moot Court Competition, welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony.
at the outset, we would invite our Vice Chancellor, Professor Sri Krishna Deva Rao sir, to present a bouquet to our esteemed Chief Guest, Honorable Justice Bellur Narayan Swami Sri Krishna. Sir. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to request our Registrar, Professor N. Vasanti ma'am, to present a bouquet to Smita Paliwal ma'am, partner and head of the South India practice of KSK. Before we begin, I would like to request all the dignitaries to kindly light the lamp and start the event on a positive and solemn note. Saurabh sir.
Thank you. This competition marks a major milestone in our journey to engage with international commercial arbitration, an area of law that is becoming increasingly significant in today's interconnected world. Through this moot, we aim to not only explore the complexities of commercial arbitration, but also equip ourselves with the skills necessary to navigate international disputes effectively. The idea behind this competition is simple and ambitious: to create a platform where legal minds from across the country and beyond can engage with cutting edge issues in commercial law, debate, and refine their advocacy skills in front of some of the best minds in the profession. Now, I would like to invite our faculty in charge, Professor Saurabh sir, who has supported us throughout the event.
A very good evening to all of you. Uh, as faculty supervisor of the Moot Court Committee, it is my privilege to welcome all of you to NALSAR. This is the first edition of KSK-NALSAR International Arbitration Moot. Before I begin or speak to the students, let me welcome our chief guest, Honorable Justice B.N. Sri Krishna. Sir, I thank you for agreeing to grace this event. Your presence is of great importance to us. I also welcome our Vice Chancellor, Honorable Professor. Our partners from KSK, Mr. Jidesh, who's not here. Uh, I, I extend my gratitude to him for proposing to have this moot. I think we have Ms. Smita from KSK, and I welcome Ms. Smita to NALSAR. Sunaina, who's also our alumni. I thank her also for being a great support in the organization of this moot. Finally, I also welcome all the students from different parts of the country representing different colleges who have come to NALSAR. I understand there's one team from Malaysia, which is also participating in this competition, and they have joined us online. I can see them on the screen. I extend a warm welcome to the team from Malaysia also. Now, also, I welcome all the other dignitaries who are present with us today. Uh, Now, mooting at NALSAR, we take it very seriously. We have a very robust culture of mooting. Our teams participate in almost all major national moot court competitions. And also, we ensure that we show our presence in almost all the major international moot court competitions also. And when I say that we show our presence, it means we show our robust presence. Our teams have been doing consistently well in both national and international competitions. So there is a lot of seriousness when it comes to mooting in NALSAR. And our seriousness is also reflected in the fact that we also organize a few moot court competitions which have acquired a reputation with respect to the brand value which is associated with those moot court competitions. So we have BR Sahni, we have CCI Moot, and then this is the third one now which we are introducing to the national mooting circuit. In fact, I would say international mooting circuit. As I said, we have a team from Malaysia. So we call it International Arbitration Moot Court Competition, and it is international also in terms of the participation it is inviting. Going forward, we would like to see more international teams which would become part of this competition, as we hope that this would emerge as a new brand of mooting, coming from NALSAR. So when this idea was, communicated to us first by Ms. Sunaina from KSK, and then we had discussions with Mr. Jidesh. The idea was not just to introduce one more moot to the circuit. The idea was to introduce something which is unique and which stands out as, as against everything else which is happening with respect to mooting. So therefore, all of you who are participating, would have noticed you are already prepared for that there is this client counseling as a round added to the traditional mooting which happens, right? So today you will have client counseling. So it's a new format which is being introduced. It's slightly bold on our part as organizers. And in many ways, this is an experimental sort of step. Although we are very sure that this experiment is going to succeed, clearly. And once we have this successful experiment in place, I'm sure that this would be a matter of emulation by other organizers who would want to organize moot court competitions. So as I said, this is, we are also anxious, excited, because this is something new which we are offering to the mooting culture of the country. And therefore, my team of students, we call the organizing committee of moot court competition, along with the moot court society of NALSAR, I wish them all the best. I know they have put in a lot of effort in ensuring that, everything goes all right. But of course, the judgment would be on the final day once the finals are over. All of you would tell us as to how did you feel participating in the competition. But I can assure you on their behalf that they have put in their best efforts to ensure that you have the best environment for mooting on campus. And as I said, the format itself is interesting, new, challenging. And we would like to hear from you as to how you felt about the format once the competition is over, right? So with these few words, I welcome all of you again. I wish our organizing team all the best for next 3 days. I'm sure we will have great competition going ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now, I would like to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor to encourage participants for this competition.
I welcome all of you to this first KSK-NALSAR International Commercial Law Moot Court Competition 2025. We are delighted to welcome Honorable Justice Bellur Narayana Swami Sri Krishna sir, who has kindly accepted our invitation and present here today as our chief guest. Justice Sri Krishna is a great scholar and a jurist. He is a well-known architect. When we were the students and the teachers in the National Law School, Bangalore, in the initial formative years, we used to use his article, Mimamsa School of Jurisprudence. Later on, many people have interpreted, but the first idea of a new legal interpretative school was the credit goes to Justice Sri Krishna. Justice Sri Krishna also is known for many things. And I'll just name two. One is data privacy. And after a long, many years, we had now the data protection law and the rules in place. And Justice Sri Krishna is also known for both the Telugu states. He is very well known as the Sri Krishna Committee. And we remember during that time, along with Professor Ranbir Singh, who is the founder, vice chancellor of NALSAR, has stood all the districts of both the Telugu states. So we are grateful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and coming over and interacting with our students and then delivering the keynote address, inaugural address in this inauguration of the KSK-NALSAR International Commercial Law Moot Competition 2025. I also thank our alumni, Sunayana Malik, Sunayana Basu. She was my student also in the NALSA. And last 1-2 years, we are consciously trying to mobilize our alumni and bringing them as part of the teaching, exercise, scholarship, and learning. And in that context, we have reworked over the place where you are now sitting, Sarkla Center, which was K.K. Venugopal has donated this in the name of his father, great lawyer M.K. Nambiya. And there in the Sarkla Center also, we are consciously bringing our alumni into and then looking at and take over the several of these research, teaching, and scholarship. And several others are in the pipeline. So I appreciate Sunayana as alumni coming forward. And when we were discussing about that, she said, let's start with the mooting. This is the third moot court competition which NALSAR is organizing. And this is the first in that series. So I thank our alumni and my student, Sunayana Basu, partner KSK Bangalore, and also Jidesh Kumar, managing partner, for collaborating with NALSA for this moot court competition. I also thank Smita Paliwal, litigation partner, head of the South India practice for KSK, who is here today for this inaugural program, and my colleague, Professor Vasanti. She is a constitutional law teacher and also the registrar. King, Stubb and Kasiva, KSK, is a full-service corporate law firm in India with a global outlook and extensive international affiliations. The firm is recognized for its expertise in various domains, including intellectual property rights, where it safeguards trademarks, patents, and copyrights with the highest standards of integrity and precision. KSK has offices across India operating in New Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Pune, and other places, including Kochi and Mangalore. So it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this prestigious moot court competition. Mooting has emerged over 3 decades of not just only birth of the National Law School, Bangalore in 1988 and several other law schools, but also entered is an important pedagogical tool, learning tool. Because there was when the whole discussion came in improving the standards of the legal education in 1980s, and later on we are looking at how do we make legal education as a professional education? How do they learn the lawyering skills? And that's where moot court came as a very important pedagogical tool. I know my teachers also, when we follow the case law method, we really enjoy teaching them. And also the several of the students, those who have participated in the moot court competitions, have learned several of these lawyering and advocacy skills. So therefore, mooting I call as an anticipative lawyering. And that's a great skill, and that helps the students. I think participation is enough. Forget about whether you win, whether you lose, but participation, sincerity, hard work, you will learn many things. I remember the senior advocate, Ramjet Malani, always used to say that. You have to win the court. Whether you lose or win the case, forget about. You have to win the court and the judge, impress upon that. I think that's the greatest skill. It refines your advocacy skills, sharpens your legal reasoning, and prepares you for a real world challenges. I know Justice Sri Krishna and many other judges of the Indian Supreme Court, former Chief Justices, also wanted you not just only participating in the moot court, please come into the litigation and legal profession. We need you. We need good lawyers and we need good judges and other. So I think also as we embark on this intellectually stimulating journey, I encourage you to approach each round with a spirit of professionalism, integrity, and camaraderie. I think the experience you gain here will shape your legal acumen and enhance your ability to think critically under pressure. Remember, as I said, success in mooting is not merely about winning. It's about learning, evolving, and pushing the boundaries of legal discourse. Let this competition serve as a platform for you to engage in rigorous legal analysis, persuasive argumentation, and meaningful dialogue with fellow participants and judges. I extend my best wishes to all the teams and hope that you make the most of this opportunity. May this competition inspire in you lifelong passion for the law and justice. And also by the end of these 3 days, you will earn many friends, and all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words of motivation. I am honored to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Justice Bellur Narayan Swamy Shri Krishna. A distinguished jurist and former judge of the Supreme Court of India, Justice Sri Krishna is widely recognized for his deep legal acumen and significant contributions to Indian jurisprudence. Justice Sri Krishna is also best known for heading the committee that examined the complex issue of Telangana's struggle for statehood. Also, his chairmanship of the committee that drafted India's landmark Personal Data Protection Bill established the foundation for data privacy rights in the digital age. We are truly privileged to welcome Justice Sri Krishna, a man whose commitment to constitutional values, personal integrity, and pursuit of justice continues to inspire generations of legal minds across the nation. Sir, we kindly request you to address the gathering.
Vice Chancellor Sri Krishna Deva Rao, Vasanti, Smita Palimal, and I'm sorry I didn't get the and other members of the faculty of this institution. I know my throat is bad. And dear friends, the Vice Chancellor referred to an observation that my dear friend Ram Jethmalani used to often make, saying that whether you win or lose the case, you must win the judge over. Now, please understand, he wanted to tell you that you must win the judge by arguments. Otherwise, you'll get wrong ideas. In this current world, winning the judge has a different connotation. I'm sorry, please don't take it otherwise. Win the judge only by your arguments. Now, this is my first opportunity of visiting NALSAR, though I have known about it because of law clerks and law interns who used to come and work with me, both in my tenure as a judge of the Bombay High Court and also in the Supreme Court. I have had the opportunity of presiding over moot courts in several law schools in Bombay and all over the country. Why is it? Let me tell you something. It is necessary because I am a victim of there being no moot court during my time. What happened to me should not happen to you. My first brief in the High Court was before a very tough judge. Probably he was even tougher than me, who wouldn't allow me to even make an argument. He kept on heckling me and saying ha, 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 for everything that I argued. And in 5 minutes flat, he threw out the papers. I really lost my enthusiasm and I became disappointed. And I was convinced that I can never be a good lawyer. And I was just walking out in full dejection. Luckily for me, the client who followed me, he was more enthusiastic. He said, "Sahab, appeal karenge." So I said, "Appeal karna hoga to aapko paisa kharchna hoga." He said, "No, don't worry, sir. I will support you fully. Every argument of yours is correct." Unfortunately, the judge did not appreciate it. He used a very pejorative word for the judge. I will not repeat it because it was contempt of court. And then because he was willing to spend the money and enthusiastic and he was pushing me forward, I reluctantly filed an appeal. And lo and behold, the appeal came before the Chief Justice and another junior judge who agreed with every point that I had made. So I said, oh, thank God, I can still become a lawyer. And ladies and gentlemen, there lies a tale that I turned out to be a lawyer. And for some reason, maybe not very proper reasons, I was even picked up as a judge, made a judge in the Bombay Court, Chief Justice in Kerala, and then judge in the Supreme Court. It is necessary for you to get a flavor of the hands-on of a court of law. See, if you are a medical graduate, you are required to go and assist a surgeon or a medical practitioner, senior registrar in the hospital, go for a round along with him every day. Unfortunately, this system has not been followed in the profession of law. In the profession of law, the juniors who come to the chambers are adept at one thing, that is asking for adjournment. And that is the reason why they are unable to progress fast in life. Because they don't get an opportunity of addressing the court. They don't get an opportunity of winning over the court by legitimate means. So they sometimes resort to illegitimate means for winning over. Now, how do you address the court? How do you address your colleagues at the bar? What is the type of language you use in court? I remember once I was sitting with Chief Justice Bharucha Chief Justice Bharucha was the Chief Justice, former Chief Justice of India. He was my judicial guru because he was the first person with whom I sat in the Bombay High Court. And one young lawyer kept on saying, okay, okay, okay. So he pulled him up and said, whatever okay is outside, you do not use such language in the court. If you agree with the court, you say yes. Don't say okay. You know, these small tips you get only when you are exposed to it. That is why your Vice Chancellor was right in saying, this is a platform where you hone your skills. You hone your skills not only with regard to comportment, not only with regard to behavior, manner of speech, your body language, you also hone your skills about thinking on feet. I always say, for a lawyer, it's thinking on feet. For a judge, it may be thinking on the backside. That's a different matter. So you have to think on the feet because the judge will ask you a question for which you are not prepared. You see, what happens is, arguing in a court of law is not preparing a speech at home and coming and reading it out. You may prepare 10 points. The judge will ask you an 11th about which you have not applied your mind. If you are not immediately able to answer the judge, you have missed the bus. That is what a moot court teaches you. And I shall be happy to supply an example of that when I judge your moot court. If you can convince me, if you can impress me with your argument, I assure you, you will be able to impress any judge in this country at least, if not abroad. Anyway, thank you for giving me an opportunity of visiting this institution, this National Law School, interacting with the faculty and interacting with all the bright minds who are the future judges of this country. Thank you very much. And I look forward to interacting with the the council who are going to be arguing for the claimant and the respondent. But incidentally, in all the moot courts that I have been a judge in fact, last month or so I was here, or maybe 2 months ago, in symbiosis. And again, I've been invited in April to come back for symbiosis moot court. Now, in all of them, there were problems. Some of them were actually problems of across the border, but still none of them called it international commercial arbitration. The first time I came across this name, and I was impressed because in my long career, I have been an international commercial arbitrator sitting in various international tribunals in Paris, London, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Dubai, you name it, wherever it's possible to sit. Now, there is a little difference in that. The difference is, now in India, you get up and say, Supreme Court of India said XYZ, and that is the last word. Whereas in an international commercial arbitration before an international tribunal, that is not the last word. Because then he will say, this is all right. In Indian Supreme Court says that, but what you have to say on principle. This is exactly the difference. And that difference you will appreciate when you argue a matter outside the country about before some tribunal which is not subject to the Supreme Court of India's jurisdiction. Now, that is why I was impressed that it is international commercial arbitration. The government of India has been saying that we want to make India the hub not only of all domestic arbitration, but also of international commercial arbitration. Yes, it's a big dream. Let's hope that the dream comes true someday. But in the matter in which our judges have been international commercial arbitration awards, I have a feeling that that dream is a little far away till we change our thinking in the matter. Anyway, thank you. My best wishes to the team, whichever wins. My best wishes to the speakers, whoever, or rather to the council, let me not call them speakers, to the council, whoever come and argue before the moot court. Please continue this habit of participating in the moot court. And above all, the whole purpose, philosophy of establishing these national law schools was to improve the standard of the bar. As a judge, I noticed that the only beneficiaries of this were the multinational corporations who immediately picked up the students and took them as in-house counsel. Very few of them trickled on to the bar as such. My advice to you is, go into the bar, improve the standard of the bar, and thereby lies the secret of your entire legal education. In-house counsel, I don't decry in-house counsel, but between the in-house counsel and the lawyer who argues in the court, it is the lawyer who argues in the court who is really the architect of the law. Please be architects of the future laws of this country. Please be the critics of the laws that the great people in the legislature enact for our benefit. Please look at it very carefully and try to understand it and develop it both in the matter of law and public policy. Thank you very much and wish you all good luck.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful words of wisdom. While organizing this moot, our partners have been our biggest supporters. King, Stubb, and Kasiva is the backbone of this competition with its innovation and excellence in legal practice. As a full-service corporate law firm, KSK operates with a global outlook and a deep understanding of the evolving legal landscape. With this, I would like to invite Ms. Smita Paliwal, ma'am, to address the gathering.
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Smita Paliwal, and unfortunately, our managing partner, Mr. Jidesh Kumar, couldn't make it to the event because of his professional commitments. This was his dream project, and remember the times when I had joined KSK 16 years back, and during the lunchtime conversations, he always used to tell me, Smita, whenever we'll have the time, means, and ways, we will definitely start something. It's always good to give back to the society, to mentor the kids, and always go back to them, learn something new from them. So I'm glad with this event we have got this opportunity. I'm very grateful to Honorable Justice Sri Krishna sir, Vice Chancellor sir, professors, our partners, our colleagues who have been here, and we are very grateful for this opportunity. And I actually wanted Jidesh to read out the speech to you, but since he's not here, and since it was his dream project, I think this event would be incomplete if I don't read the speech which he has prepared for you. Uh, so good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It is a privilege to stand before you today as we inaugurate the KSK-NALSAR International Commercial Moot Court Competition, a competition that represents not just a test of legal skills, but a vision for the future of legal education. At Kingston and Kasiva, we strongly believe that legal education should go beyond the conventional methods of rote learning and case law memorization. A successful lawyer is not just someone who knows the law, but someone who can communicate effectively with clients, draft with precision, and argue persuasively in negotiations or courtrooms. These three elements, client communication, drafting, and advocacy negotiation, form what we call the triangle of a successful lawyer. This is why we have infused the concept of a client counseling round into the MOOT, ensuring that students don't just develop advocacy skills, but also gain hands-on experience in understanding client needs, strategizing legal solutions, and presenting them persuasively. This edition makes our MOOT one of the most practical and well-rounded competitions, preparing students for the real challenges of the legal profession. This is not just a one-time initiative. We are making the KSK-NALSAR International Commercial Moot an annual affair. We want this competition to grow into a prestigious platform, a space where students can hone their skills, challenge themselves, and push the boundaries of legal thought and practice. None of this would have been possible without the immense support and dedication of several key individuals. First and foremost, my deepest gratitude to Professor Dr. Krishna Devaraya, Professor Mrs. Vasanti, and Professor Saurabh. Your unwavering commitment to academic excellence and your guidance have been instrumental in shaping this competition. Your leadership ensures that NALSA continues to set new benchmarks in legal education. A special thanks to Stuti and an incredible team of student leaders. Your hard work, dedication, and attention to detail have made this event a resounding success. From conceptualizing ideas to executing them flawlessly, you have been the driving force behind this moot. And of course, Apurv, you deserve a very special mention. Your patience, resilience, and commitment ensured that this competition was not just planned, but executed with excellence. You have been an anchor in bringing this event to life. I also extend my heartfelt appreciation to all the judges who have taken time out of their busy schedules to evaluate and mentor the participants at various stages of this competition. Your insights and feedback are invaluable in shaping the next generation of legal professionals. To our esteemed partners and colleagues at Kingston Kasiva, thank you for standing with us in this initiative. Your support and belief in this competition have made it possible for us to create an event of this scale and significance. Firstly, to all the participants, this is your moment. This competition is not just about winning or losing. It's about learning, growing, and preparing yourselves for the future. Engage, challenge yourselves, and most importantly, enjoy the process. On behalf of Kingston Kasiva and NALSA, I wish you all the very best. May this competition be the beginning of many great things to come. Thank you. And on a personal level, thank you, everyone. after 16 years, coming back to the campus, interacting with kids, it's altogether a different experience. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. As we gather here today, let us embrace the spirit of competition, camaraderie, and intellectual pursuit. Let us seize this opportunity to engage with the complexities of commercial law and emerge not just as winners, but as better equipped advocates and scholars. Thank you, everyone. I would like to also request the GCs to stay back after the inaugural ceremony for the client counseling rounds briefing. Thank you, everyone.
तो पॉइंट ऑफ कांटेक्ट है ना, काट दे। तो डॉम्स में चल रहा था, लेकिन आंसर कैसे होगी?